Humans are obsessed with dinosaurs. From literature to paintings to popular movies like Jurassic Park, we love to wonder what these creatures, previously the dominant species on planet Earth, were like. Countless dinosaur fossils suggest that many of these fascinating creatures were absolutely ginormous, further deepening our curiosity. I'm Rebecca Felgate, and please join us here at Life's Biggest Questions as we look at whether or not dinosaurs and humans could coexist. There are two possible routes of analysis here: what may have happened had the dinosaurs not gone extinct, and what would happen should we be able to clone and hatch various species of dinosaurs today. We are going to look at both options before we conclude whether there is any way in which we could have or could still be able to share the planet Earth with its previous dwellers. Before the mass extinction of the vast majority of the dinosaurs 66 million years ago, when a 6-mile-wide asteroid plunged into Mexico, the dinosaur population was vast, with over 700 different species. Mammals were restricted in their development because of the far larger and more powerful dinosaurs, who often preyed on them. It's unlikely that the mammals would have been able to evolve like they did following the Ice Age with dinos around, which means man may never have come to be. However, there is a small chance that had they been able to make it to remote islands without dinosaurs present, some evolution could have happened, although it's highly unlikely that the result would have been humans as we know today. Although, for fun, let's just say humans somehow made it. How would they have blended with the beasts that roamed the Earth? The short answer is, if they're anything like they were during the Cretaceous and Mesozoic eras, then not very well. Some dinosaurs were insanely big. The T-Rex was 40 feet long and 15 feet tall. The Brachiosaurus was 85 feet long and 50 feet tall, so that is the size of a 4.5-story building. Because of their size, both herbivores and carnivores could do humans serious damage, and that's just the land animals. Pterodactyls had a wingspan of 35 feet and could swoop down and eat us whenever they fancied. Tasty human snacks. Some say that if we have been able to tame or control huge mammals such as the orca or the elephant, we could have done the same with dinosaurs, but it is doubtful. Because of their size and because of the predatory nature of the carnivores, it is likely that we either would live in hiding from these beasts or we would have been eaten. It is unlikely humans would have been able to hunt dinosaurs the way that we hunted other wild animals in our earlier days. Say we ever developed enough to utilize weapons like spears, they probably would not be sharp enough or delivered with enough force to penetrate a dinosaur's skin. With the rival species outperforming us, it is unlikely that we would have been able to develop far enough to create anything technologically advanced like guns or even dino-proof houses. In short, it is highly unlikely that we would ever have come to be had the dinosaurs not seen mass extinction, but if we had, we would not have been at the top of the food chain and we would likely have stayed as somewhat animalistic beings. Now comes the second scenario that I suppose is equally as far-fetched. What if we were able to, like in Jurassic Park, somehow clone and hatch dinosaurs? Well, firstly, they wouldn't be very well adapted to our modern world and would probably die out pretty quickly. For example, the plants and foliage we have today is nothing like that which the herbivores would have eaten some 70 million years ago. Even if they were able to survive and grow into full adults, we may struggle to look after them due to their size and many of the species' ferocity. Of course, we could try and bring back smaller dinosaurs like the Saltopus or the Compsognathus, but they too would struggle to survive. Of course, introducing anything new into an environment can be chaos for the ecosystem, so it's unlikely that we would ever want to let them loose into the wild. Speaking of letting them loose, not that it would ever happen, but dinosaurs could be chaos for our infrastructure. Imagine a Godzilla situation and some comic stomping of cars and the destruction of buildings. Fun aside, let's just say that our world and the dinosaurs' worlds are very different places. We would not have adapted well to theirs, what with being dinner and all, and they would not adapt to ours, what with being a touch too big to fit through doors. Yes, before you say it, we do live with some of the dinosaurs' descendants, birds and reptiles, but they're pretty toned down versions of their ancestors, the likes of which, sadly or otherwise, us humans can only imagine. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Life's Biggest Questions. Do you think humans and dinosaurs would be a good mix? If you could meet a dinosaur, which would you like to see the most? Let me know in the comment section down below. For now, I'm Rebecca Felgate. Remember to stay curious, stay safe, stay alert, and never ever stop questioning.